Hi guys, since I make a lot of tech content, I thought it'd be kind of interesting to talk about like my workload throughout the week because I don't think I've ever made a video talking about like what exactly I do like work-wise during the school week. I always just say I have a lot of work and then I just like leave it at that and it's pretty vague. So this week I wanted to share with you guys like the actual assignments that I have during the week. Usually on weeks where I don't have a lot of like assignment work, I have a lot of exams. So my schedule this semester just so happens to be like when I have one exam, I have 3. So every time I have one exam during a week, I will always have triple the amount. Like I always have 3 exams. But on weeks I don't have exams, I'll usually have 1 or 2 quizzes and then I have like a few really big assignments that take a while to complete. This past week I had a really big operations assignment and they usually have 5 to 6 parts, and there's also optional parts. So there'll be like a part 7 or a part 8 that's like for bonus points, like for extra credit. So once a week we'll usually have like a really big operations assignment, and then in my calc class we get the My Math Lab homeworks. Usually those are around 20 questions. If we have a little bit longer for them, they'll usually be around 30 or 40 questions. But typically we'll have weekly quizzes, and then we also will have 2 reading assignments that we have to turn in each week. So each of them are due on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm taking health this semester, not that big of a deal, but typically we'll have either an exam or a quiz either week. So it's like every other week I'll either have an exam or a quiz. HR honestly is not a super work heavy class. Typically we'll have like mini assignments that we'll talk about in class or like do in class, but we have a long-term project that is due at the end of April, I believe. So we're working on that. For my servant leadership class, there is something that we do called an LMRR, which is like learning material, reading reflection. I have no idea if that's right. It'll be like usually 1 to 3, 1 to 5 articles. Sometimes it's just 1, sometimes it's more than 1. It like varies, but usually we'll have to read a few articles and then write a reflection on each one. So we do like a summary for each one and then like what we learn in each one, kind of like an essay type reflection. And it takes a good bit of time, but it's not super difficult. I actually really enjoy doing those. My career development class was extremely work heavy at like the beginning of the semester, but it's kind of dwindling now. It's like there's a lot fewer assignments, but the assignments that we have are more long-term. So this past week we had an assignment due where we had to reach out to an executive of a company of our choice, a company of our interest, and we had to schedule a lunch chat with them. So we had to like get the confirmation of the lunch chat and we had to turn that in by yesterday, by Friday. I actually got my confirmation pretty early and I submitted my reflection yesterday. So I actually got to do my lunch chat. So on Thursday I went and I met with my person and I had the lunch chat with them. I got to meet with the head of IT at Coca-Cola, which was so cool. I got to go to the headquarters and it was just insane. I'm working there this summer, so it was a really cool taste of like what it's like to actually be there like as an employee. So it was really fun. So that was one of my assignments. That was kind of what my week looked like this week. Every week is different, but it's typically like the same amount of work more or less, but everything just takes a lot of time to do. And it's also like I want time to like, you know, relax, to sleep, work out, like eat, you know? But yeah, that's what a week looks like for me typically. Some weeks are worse than others. This week was pretty work heavy, but not as bad as it could have been. I do have some work that I am gonna have to do over break that's due like really early when I get back from break. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys this week. I will see you guys next Saturday with a vlog. I'm planning on it. I am gonna vlog a little over break and I have some content from earlier, so I'm gonna put it all together. But other than that, I will see you guys next week with another video. So until then, bye.
So you can come over whenever you want.